Good morning, good afternoon, good late afternoon, wherever you are around the country and around the world. Big welcome to In the Know with Peter No. My name is Peter No. I will be your host. I will be your bodybuilder. I will be your coach for the next hour. And just want to say thank you to all our workout buddies that just constantly, week in, week out, just comes here for this private training because to be in the know, you have to know a few things, right? So we just teach, we talk about things that we don't usually talk about in our regular trainings. And I would like to congratulate and welcome all our brand new guests that are on here today. If this is your first time here with us, congratulations. I know somebody invited you here, or you must have heard it through the grapevine that this is the call to be in. Okay, so every week we touch on certain topics. Uh, Ever since I started this call, I believe a little bit almost in January with Donna, I just wanted to make a commitment, everyone, okay? A commitment that if you go work out, I will go work out with you, right? If you're gonna show up to the gym, that I'm gonna show up in the gym with you too. But when we show up to the gym together, when we physically give each other time every week, do you all want to grow? Yes, right? You want to learn something. When you learn something, you give it energy, you give it time, you give it frequency, right? And whatever attracts in your mind, whatever you can visually see in your mind, it can come true. Do you believe that? Good. Carolyn's like, yes, I do believe that, right? Because she sees it. Now, the reason why, and I'm going to go into this, today's topic is really, the topic is called evolving your build. Evolving your build today, okay? What do you want to evolve in your build and what are you building? Remember my BLD, my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Remember my build, my leveraging, and my duplicating. So this is the last Wednesday of June. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm preparing you now because I've taken a long time, months to get to this moment. Next week will be July 4th. Okay, it will be a holiday. Next week is the beginning of the next quarter. I call this quarter, remember, every 90 days, you have to rinse and assess. You have to evaluate what you've done in the last 90 days to get you to where you are today. So, July, August, September, we're going into overdrive now with this gym, okay? Yeah, Karen is like, yeah, we're gonna go overdrive. What does being overdrive mean? That means we're gonna hold each other accountable, okay? We're gonna hold each other accountable every week of what we're learning. We're gonna start digging deeper into our generations. We're gonna start really going into the BLD, the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the build, leveraging, and duplicating. Okay, I'm gonna go over all this on this call because next Wednesday we're gonna start this for the next 90 days, 12 weeks. I want you to make a commitment to yourself in the next 12 weeks. If you're here on this call, we'll probably have about 80 people on this call today, okay? I call you the 80 bodybuilders, okay? There are different lines here. There are my lines. There are Marcy's lines. There are Mariah's lines. There are Juliana's lines. There are different leaders. There are multiple lines here in a binary. Everyone is responsible for their two lines and their two leaders, correct? If you have not identified that yet today, and if you've been with us for 3 months, a year and a half, 2 years, Some of us 3 years, okay? Call it a learning curve. Call it whatever you want. Call it life. You went through life. Call it going through your college education. But whatever you've learned today, all the readings that you did, all the self-development, all the motivation, all the videos that you've watched, everything that you've learned about Lifewave, in the next 90 days, I will make sure we are going to apply what we learned. Okay? We're going to talk about the build today. I'm going to go through again the peak, pre-qualify, and I want to know what it feels like or what does it mean to you to rank advance. Okay? And I've always said this again, rank advancements does not define your income. It does not define your leadership role. It defines how many people you have personally brought in because you've learned skills to communicate with people. You've learned how to develop yourself, and you're learning how to develop others by duplicating and holding their hands through that process. Does everybody now have a greater definition of what rank advancements is? The higher you go in your rank, now there is no speed, okay? I want to define that, make sure, because the speed is different. Karen could be a brand new person that has never been in the industry before. So there's no way her speed can be matched to my speed, because my success is not 3.5 years or 4 years here. It's 15, 20 years and 30 years of Peter's experience to get to this last 3 years. Okay, so if you are a brand new person that's never been in the industry, if you are a person that is transitioning out of your industry to come into our industry, if you are learning this spare time or part-time, again, finding ways on how to get healthier, because that alone is a journey of its own. And then while you're learning how to get healthy, you're learning how to create wealth, okay? Does all that make sense? Now let's talk about the B, the building, okay? And every week I'm gonna go into the B, the L, the D's. I'm gonna start breaking it down every Wednesday, 15 minutes at a time or 20 minutes, talking about 3 different subjects. So every week, I want you to get so much value. I want you to go into hyperdrive, overdrive in your own life, because I'm telling you, if you just focus on certain things, and I just got this message. I want everybody to write this down. I just got this message from Rob. I think Rob Sago. If you're here, Rob, thank you for that video. He sent me this video. Everybody write this down. If you give 19 minutes, not 20, not 18, if you give 19 minutes a day into a certain topic or something that you're interested in, something you want to learn, 19 minutes for 365 days in a year. Do you know how many hours that equates to into one specialty? 100 hours. So Carolyn, if you put in 100 hours into one topic, 19 minutes a day, do you think you're going to be an expert or specialized in that certain topic? Yes, you will. Does that make sense, everyone? Did you hear what I just said? 19 minutes a day into one topic. So imagine if you focus on 19 minutes into your build. What does your build? What are you building in the morning during breakfast time? Are you building your brain? Are you building your body? And are you building your business? Those are the three things that you can break down from, to me, it's called 9 a.m. to 12, 1 hour at a time. An hour from 9 to 10. Am I building my brain? Meaning, am I meditating or something? Am I reading a book I want to learn some skill in? Am I taking some special supplements or something? Am I making some special food for breakfast, right? That will help my brain. Am I learning from Carolyn, Karen, Stephen? Am I learning from other people, right? Something. What am I doing to work my brain? That is from 9 to 10. From 10 to 11, what am I doing to work my body? Am I doing yoga? Am I doing Pilates? Am I doing a workout in my gym here in my garage? Am I doing a walk? Am I stretching? Does that make sense, everyone? Right? And then at the next hour from 11 to 12 or something, am I working on my business? Am I doing my 333s? Am I doing my PPPs? Am I doing a Zoom with Karen? Am I doing a Zoom with Carolyn? Get it? Are we connecting with people? And that's all done during breakfast time. Now, again, I just told you, if you just out of that hour, if you just take 19 minutes out of that hour and do that every day for one whole year, you will be doing 100 hours on that specific topic or on that specific priority. So how many 19 minutes do you have in a day to do that? Have you ever prioritized your time in the morning to understand what you're giving your time to? Do you now value your time more than ever by not giving it to the wrong energy? Are you waking up with somebody that's next to you that you don't like? I see a lot of laughters. I'm pointing you out. I know what you're doing. Yeah, Steve's like, yeah, right there. So I'm just calling things out. Are you feeling good when you go to sleep at night so you can get a good morning? Are you waking up in the morning stress-free, responsibility-free, pain-free? Do you get that? Do you feel like relaxed? Do you feel, you know what I mean? Is your environment good? Take care, protect your breakfast time. And now, if you want to add on 3 hours a day or 19 minutes a day and figure out what do you need to do. So Suze, if you feel like you need to learn more on how to communicate or how to message better, are you putting 19 minutes away to learn that through a book? Are you, Suze?
Absolutely. Read every day.
Great. Now, if you want to learn a certain skill and now you're watching 19 minutes in here, or you're putting out 30 minutes watching Dr. Stacy or something, right? Learning how to talk to maybe how to understand the patches better. Are you working your brain?
Absolutely.
Great.
That's how you learn, listening to the podcasts and watching as many Lifewave videos.
And the reason why I'm sharing this, Suze, is because 80% of the people that join us have a job. If you have a job, how are you going to squeeze that little 19 minutes or that 30 minutes or that hour out of your day to become better? What are you going to do to sacrifice or commit that time? And if we don't have that much amount of time, don't you want to make sure that you're constantly knowing what you're learning, what you're applying, and that exact same time so you can like get a habit on that, right?
Yep, you have to block out the time.
You do. So I really want today, everyone, again, I'm preparing you for the next 90 days. And the next 90 days is summertime. Summertime is the slowest time in network marketing, in the direct sales industry. We all understand why, right? Because family vacations, kids are out of school, there's Kids are out of school. It's just summertime. People get lazier. People are kind of want to enjoy the sunshine more. But it is also, everyone, the best time in network marketing. Do you know why? Because you're around people. You're learning now, right? Suze, you're in the gym, you're learning something, and then you're applying it while you're at that barbecue, while you're at that summer party, while you're at the lake house, while you're going to Vegas. Does that make sense, everyone? You just apply what you learn during the summer. And I am so adamant this 90 days, because whatever we do together now in 3 months or 12 weeks, what if, Suze, that sets up your fall and winter time? What if you work your butt off now, but you learn how to develop yourself? You learn how to develop 2 or 4 people that join the gym. You're now moving up to a rank of a manager, then a director, then a senior director. What if all of us here challenge each other just to become better every week and learn this again, rinse and repeat it, so we can hit our goals, right? There are so many goals or so many rank advancements that happened last week, but it didn't just happen last week. It took Pat a couple years, right? She had to go through her learning curve. It took Karen a couple years. It took Jeff a couple months, but a couple years. It took Carol she's been almost with us for 3 years, everyone. And does everybody know, this team Evolve, for the very first time, we have developed a mother and daughter senior presidential team, everyone. Do you understand? When, I don't know how old Juliana is, but I think she's in her late 50s, maybe. And then her mother, Carol, is 80 years old. Everyone, if you have a system where an 80-year-old that had no Social Security, no 401k, no pensions, literally nothing left, okay, for her to build a 6-figure annual income where she does not ever have to worry about money again, and all she's doing is helping her community get healthier, and she's just enjoying life now. What else is an 80-year-old gonna do? Stay at home and look at the walls? No, she's busy. She's keeping herself busy. She is constantly helping people. Does that make sense, everyone? That to me defines our organization. That to me is literally the pinnacle of why we are here for each other. And then now I'm getting to meet like the Jareds, like the Tims, like the Treys, like the Jakes. Trey is Dr. Stacy's son. Jake is April's son. We're talking about the 18-year-olds, the 19-year-olds, the 25-year-olds now that are excited because their mom, their grandmother is making some crazy, insane amount of money that their friends, their doctor friends, their engineer friends, get it, are not seeing. Okay, so whatever you do you know that you are making an impact? You're doing something for yourself, okay? So let me take a few minutes now just to hear. Does anybody want to share what are they going to add to their mornings now? What are you going to build? Are you going to build your brain, your body, and your business? And what are you going to apply to that? So we're going to take 10 minutes on this. Anybody want to unmute themselves? Go ahead and share.
Peter?
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Good, Kojo.
Kojo. Yeah, well, let me speak for the 80-year-olders. Number one, we don't sit around watching TV and playing bridge every Tuesday. Okay? I am so damn busy this entire past week. I have been on the phone starting at 5 a.m. in the morning And I have not left that phone making orders and talking to people in three ways with my team and till like 11 o'clock at night. I cover the East Coast in the morning when I get up. Between there, I get my shower, my breakfast, then I cover more calls coming through. Then I go to what am I going to eat? I exercise. All of that works between 5 a.m. and noontime. And
Wow.
so you can put in what your people demand. It's always about who we serve. And as we are helping more people, they are calling constantly with their family members, with other people. They want to know, they want to join. And so you have all of this time, this great time that you just were talking about, taking care of our brain and our body and our exercise and taking care of your business. These are crucial things. David is always pointing these things out. You know, if you need some extra vitamins, you young folk, then go get some extra good vitamins. But you got the patches, use them. And the thing becomes that you're going to build, and people are going to build you. They build us. We don't have to sell stuff in this company, as you should probably know by now. We simply have a product which stands alone in this entire world. And people are finding out about it and they need it. And it's just crazy. And so I don't know about you folks. I'm listening, Peter, but I am on phone. I've got two computers in front of me right now. So uh,
And this
good
is not
luck, people.
this is nothing for Kojo, everyone. He's a tennis coach. He's been in the world. He's met so many types of people. And I've known Kojo for many, many years. He's one of the hardest working men I know and dedicated. So even him doing this, giving his time out to do this, his mission, his fulfillment is really seeing his community get healthy because he's seen the worst of the worst every single day. He's hearing deaths, he's hearing strokes. That's his people. We all have our people that we need that need us right now. So, and as Kojo is sharing, I want each one of you to look at this. We get 300 now to 400 people every day. Let me repeat that again, right, Kojo? 300 to 400 people every day. Can you all imagine this? If we just had an event for Houston, we had 250 people there. Do you know how much money it costs to get the college, get the AV, get the people to fly in, the lunch, the dinners, the banners, the marketing? Does everybody understand to just exude information through Zoom? How much energy and resources we're saving every day to just exchange information? That is the beauty of technology, and to be able for all of us to see each other like this and help each other. And again, I'm so happy about this community because whether or not you immediately benefit or you have any people on here or not, just you showing your face here, you giving us your energy is already part of the team and part of the bigger picture and part of the class. You know that, okay? Just understand. So that's why the podcast, it's going to elevate. We all are seeing each other, give each other time. So thank you, Kojo, for that build. So every morning at 5 a.m., Kojo's already building his business, building his brain, keeping him busy. And this is his life right now. So thank you. Anybody else like to share one more?
I will.
Okay, who's this?
Diane.
Diane, what's up, Diane? And then we'll call on Debbie afterward.
I'm not where Kojo is yet because I just said to Fred yesterday, that's it. I gotta get up earlier because I got people on the East Coast. And I gotta get up. So 6 o'clock this morning, I got up. I'm like, oh my God. But you know what? It really works. I had to call people. I had to I don't want to, I'm not orphaning anybody that's getting their patches. Like you have to call these people and you have to follow up and make sure they understand what to do with them. I got another guy in California. He's like, can you call me this afternoon? I just got my package. I don't know what to do. So that's the thing. Like you need to stay on top of this. And yes, read because it's great and just listen to every single podcast you can. Anyway, that's it. But Kojo, yes, I get what you're doing. And 5 o'clock, I gotta think about that one, but it could be in the books. I don't know.
Well, Diane, ever since I met you, I know you were committed with Fred, but I really want to commend you. You show up for all the classes and everyone. Just remember, go back. Remember when you started high school or college? Who wants to go back that far anyways? But I will go back that far. Remember how exciting it was when you didn't know who your teacher was? You didn't have any friends, but you were excited just to meet new people every day. Just think of it, this is like a college, like going back to school, right? You all went to high school already, but now we're all meeting in this Lifewave college. We're meeting every personality type, every walk of life coming in here. But because of this college, just imagine we're all going to college for acupuncture now, but we're all learning patches, right? We're learning how to become patching acupuncturists together. And we built this entire curriculum, and every day there are classes. There's a 6 o'clock class, there's a 12 o'clock class with Marcy, there's a 12:30 with Jan and Sheila, and everyone, I'm gonna be on Jan and Sheila's call on Friday at 11:30 p.m. a.m. Pacific time. There are all these classes that we can join. Today, okay, everyone, if you're brand new here and you feel overwhelmed, or if you're lost in any way, just take a deep breath and just think of it as just you're joining a college course class. And we all go to school together. We're all learning one topic or multiple topics together. We have different teachers presenting those topics for you. And this school, guess what? You don't have to pay for it. It will pay you. The more you learn how to get other students to come here. What if you can continuously will become better and make more money because you're the coolest kid on the block, because everybody wants to join you in this college.
So
Who
Peter,
here?
one thing, sorry. We have a new bodybuilder, Erica from New Jersey, and she got on the call because she really wants to be a part of this. So I'm very excited that she's on.
All right, Erica, big kudos to you. You're one of our new partners that we're talking about to enjoy this whole process. And you got an awesome bodybuilder, spotter that will work out with you and look at our gym. So congratulations, Erica. Thank you. So last one, Debbie. Go ahead, Debbie Kelly, unmute yourself and share with us. What are you building and what are you applying?
In case you don't remember, Peter, last week I was emotional and you asked me, what if? Well, I had an event on Saturday. It was a health and wellness fair that I'd looked forward to for about 4 months. I had it scheduled. And since we're in the Northeast, our weather had to permit, and it did. It rained that day, but still we had it. And since then I have signed up. And I have a routine like Cujo does in the morning. I mean, in order to get my body moving, number one, I'm up at 5:30 and I'm doing that. And then my phone is starting to ding and I'm keeping up with that. And then people are calling and messaging. So it's like, it's crazy, but I love it. It's so much fun. And so anyway, I have signed up a bronze, a silver, and a gold in the last 2 days. And
OMG.
And the last lady that approached my table at the event said, what you got? And I said, I went on to tell her, and she asked me about the business opportunity.
Wow. Everybody, did you hear that? In 1 week, Debbie just went to an event. Everything that she's learned, she's applying at that event, right? And now, Debbie, you're getting to feel and taste and see the fruits of your labor. You're
Amen.
now connecting and you're dialing in with people, and you have a platform or you have a location for people to come to you. And I know you said you live in a small town, so now you're expanding out of that town, one
Yeah.
person at a time. So
I have at least 5 more events coming up, and I'm ready to go.
wow.
I wanted to say something else. What was it? I'm busy all day with it. I don't give it 19 minutes. I'm like 6 hours a day off and on. It's just, I like it, and I don't care who calls me, when they call me. I'm here. So
Wow. Well, Debbie, we're so proud of you. Thank you for sharing that. And, you know, it's just amazing. Again, like these weekly calls here and just going through the beginning of the month and going to the end of the month, Debbie. And every time I ask, you know, who here grew this month? Who here grew this week? What did you apply this week, right? So I love hearing these stories, Debbie, because this fulfills my heart. This is when I know people get it and apply it, and big kudos. I can't wait to see.
director.
Woo! Let's go for it. You made director?
No, I'm on my way. I'm manager, but I need that brand partner, and I think I found her.
Let's go. We got July as a brand new month, so I look forward to seeing all your workout buddies on these calls, and it's go time, Debbie. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. So we got 30 minutes left. I want to go into the next topic, really. I just want to go through the PPP again really quick, okay? How do I put this? The hardest thing to do in anything we do when you're starting something new is called deprogramming. Does that make sense? Especially in the age we're in, because we're talking about years, decades of just learning certain things. Maybe you were in this industry for many decades. Maybe you were in this job and you just literally hardcore. It's just programmed into you to do this thing this way. Who here understands that, right? You get that, right? Even when you're from another company, for example, we have some people that were in Amway, Herbalife. I know Nancy's like, oh, what Amway? For many decades, right? And they have certain things that they do certain ways. The hardest thing is to deprogram. And that's why the easiest thing that we've created is called the PPP, the peaking interest, right? What is peaking interest, everyone? It's cracking the ice, it's breaking the ice. It's asking people straight to the point. What do we want to talk about? So where did we came up with, have you finally, or have you already heard, I love that word, have you already heard about stem cells, right? I finally found something about stem cells or health technology with Bob's line. That is called piquing interest. Hey, Suze, hey, you heard about stem cells? Check this out. I look at this. I found something that can turn on your own stem cells. Look how simple this is. These are called peaking. Mm-hmm. The reason why I want to go into this topic again, just as a reminder, I'm not training on this, okay? Because we train on this all the time. I want to make sure I remind you that you got to learn how to pique people's interest so much now to save you time, to save you so you can guide the conversation to understand what is that person want to talk about. And the reason why I'm always going on this topic is because sometimes I catch older partners, workout buddies. Sometimes we skip that step. And if your team sees you and hears you skip that step, they might think that it's okay. Does that make sense? And if we don't teach people how to peak constantly, that peaking shouldn't even be in Lifewave. It should be in everything you do. For example, peak your husband, peak your wife, peak your kids, right? Just ask questions. Hey, honey, have you heard of that new restaurant down the street? Oh, what's it called? Oh, they make some amazing juice and amazing salads. Really? Are you trying to imply something? Yeah, I want you to take me there. Get it? Learn how to peak whatever you do. You gotta peak people's interest. Now, the second part is once you peak them, really learn how to use the tools. Hey, wow, Suze, you're telling me that this can turn on my own stem cells? Where do I get information from? Hey, what's going on in your life? What's going on in your health? Oh, Suze, thanks for asking me. I got this huge vertigo. I got this pain in my shoulder that won't go away. Hey, can I send you something that I can share with you with others that had vertigo or with others that had a shoulder pain? Let me send you this podcast. And I know you're gonna want more information. Let me send you this website. Everyone, I'm gonna repeat this again. If you were a real estate agent, and you remember, real estate agents are the best at cold market, door-to-door, icebreaker. If they can get business anywhere, Starbucks, library, stuck in freeway, whatever you gotta do, okay? They would not waste their time by talking to you if they cannot find out what. Pique your mind if you are looking for a home. If you're not looking for a home, do you think they're gonna talk to you? No. If you're looking for a home, what's the next question, Suze, that I need to ask? What's your credit score? What's your income? Right, Suze?
Exactly. Got to know how much money they can afford to spend on a home.
Correct. Am I going to show you $1 million home if you can only afford a $300,000 home?
I don't think so.
Everyone, put yourself in a real estate agent's shoes. The reason why they're asking so many questions ahead of time is because they want to make sure they can find you your dream home, but then you're qualified for your dream home so they don't waste time. An agent does not get paid until what? A house is sold, okay? You don't get a partner. You're not building a residual income until what? You pique someone's interest and you pre-qualify them to make sure that they understand what they want in their health, if they know what and value what stem cells are, and then you are the connector to give them that information. You are the consultant, you're the doctor, you're the pharmacist, and you're the marketer. That's why you get paid the big bucks. Does that make sense, everyone? Let me see what that is. I'm gonna mute. Boop. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm covering this topic right now because I'm catching people still. Sometimes if you've been in our business for 6 months, a year and a half, 2 years, and you still have not ranked advanced, if you still have not developed this, I can guarantee you, I can pinpoint down to your peak and to your pre-qualification stage. So I want to make sure that we're all constantly duplicating this. Andrea, thank you, because Andrea had a hard time too. She called me and she's like, Peter, why are people not returning my phone call? Why are people not, why does it take so long to have them watch the video? So you've got to learn how to tweak your peaking. The better you get people to want something, hear what you want, that will work. The better you can just give them information, what they need without you, that will work. The rest after that is, I want you to practice where people are calling you after you do that 2 steps, right? Peter, I want this. Peter, I'm ready to sign up. That is the only place you need to get to. Or the last question is, Peter, I don't understand this website. I don't understand the podcast. I don't understand this technology. No matter what, I want them to learn how to communicate with you. I don't want to hear no crickets. If you're getting crickets, you're either doing too much, meaning you're just talking to too many people at the same time where you're not learning how to prioritize, how to follow up with them, or you're just saying too much, or you're not asking enough. Does that make sense, everyone? That is really the process, okay? There is nothing else left. And then you, as the enroller, your upline, their upline, if we can all hold each other accountable of what we're learning. So for example, I'll use Juliana Coles as an example. I enrolled Juliana. Juliana Coles is my SPD. Juliana Coles enrolled Carol McDonald. She's an SPD. Carol McDonald enrolled so many people. Julie, Karen, I don't know how many people, okay? She enrolled so many people. Everybody, we're all responsible to learn the same thing and coach each other, generations deep. Why? So we don't all make up stuff and we don't all get lost in translation. Does that make sense? So we're all just constantly duplicating the right thing, the proper behavior, okay? So does anybody want to share anything or ask anything about the peak and the pre-qualify again? Raise your hands. Okay, we all get it, right? We're all real. Terry, you have a question? Unmute yourself.
Is there somewhere we can get those questions or the format that you just offered?
Let me see if I can find it for you right now. Let me go to startx39biz.com and let me see if Marcy put that on the script. Give me 1 second. Let's learn this together. Okay, so right here, you see when you go to startx39biz.com, Terry, and then you scroll to the first, you just scroll down a little bit to the 333 PPP, Peak Pre-Qualified Pick a Package. Wow. When you see below here, there's a PDF. Okay, when you look at the PDF, let me see what pulls up. Oh, that's just the PDF of the picture. Let me see. I'm sure Marcy put it on here. Let me go to 14 steps to success. Understand the system. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Marcy upload all the peak, pre-qualify, and packages. We have a lot of videos, but I think Marcy has not updated it yet because we're updating our entire biz site, which all the new videos will be updated on there, Terry. So I apologize, but I'm gonna get that script up here ASAP for you, okay?
Okay, I think as I was running through all of this before, I think I recall seeing it, but it would have been too soon. I wasn't ready.
Let me see. Maria says they're on Telegram, but I will find a video and I'll make sure. Again, we're literally updating the entire site. So Marcy's just working on the flow of it, and she has all these links, all the scripts, Terry, everything ready to go, but we have not uploaded it yet. So
thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good to see you.
Yeah, that'll be great. I agree, Peter. Getting the peak questions and peak scripts, like how you really start your conversations, you know, if you're at the gym or the coffee shop or the restaurant or wherever, how we get that.
I
I
know.
mean, I'm actually pretty practiced at it. I mean, I start conversations easily. I have that confidence, but just, you know, getting your ideas always helps to add juice to it.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised, Marcia. I'm surprised I don't see it, but definitely we will have that up there. Okay. And
I
really,
think Peter, I think it might be under ask the question. That's right below the one you looked at.
I think it's actually in Work the Power of Three.
Or power of three.
okay, let's see. Ask the question.
Yeah, it might be there.
Yeah, no, but this one's not into the peak qualified, but this is exactly what we're doing, but it should be just named on the peak, but this is exactly what it is, but in more detail. So yeah, thank you. We're gonna update it definitely much more better and much more deeper. Okay. So, peak, pre-qualify, we got it down. I'll make sure Marcy gets all those things up, and everyone, the biz site will be updated by July, okay? So at the end of July, you're gonna see a whole new beautiful site that will match the Now site, okay? And then from there, everything will be video driven. All the tools will be easier to find. We are cleaning up our whole schedule, everyone. There are some calls that will be moved. There are things that will be condensed. We're literally going back into the simple structure now. Okay, so just know, I know we kind of threw a lot of things in there, but I'm taking the next 90 days to make our gym even smoother, okay? Did everybody enjoy the wealth call? The wealth call last Wednesday with Marcy and Claudia Field. Get ready tonight. We're going to interview an executive director and a senior director that moved up to an executive director at the same month, okay? Dr. Harmon and Eric Beal will be on here tonight. It's gonna be a great interview, and literally for the next couple years, everyone, everybody that's moving up ranks will be interviewed. I'm telling you again, okay? Everybody, as you move up the ranks, our next wealth calls is designed not to talk about money, but for you to send a recording to someone that resonates with someone that's brand new in the industry, someone that's been in the industry, never had success, or some big leader that just loves to hear stories. We are a storytelling organization. We are not a hyped up, promise, give some crazy goal type of team and never hit that, okay? We're not a yo-yo, just to let you know, okay? We are a mountain. We move up slowly but surely. So, all right, we have only 10 minutes left. This one, I want to talk about a specific meaning, okay? Rank advancements. Again, rank advancements. What does that mean, okay? Again, as I said in the beginning of the call, a rank defines how many people you have personally developed. That will move you to the rank. Now, I'm going to give you a way how to look at our comp plan. And this might be a psychology thing, but you're going to appreciate this. We are a binary. Everybody understands that, right? We get paid for building a two-legged team in residual. When volume comes in from the left, volume comes in from the right, when the computer adds it up together, 990 points, that equates one cycle. You have to build two teams. Now, I'm going to give you the psychology of why David created this compensation plan. As a manager, everyone, so I'm going to call Carolyn Jacobs. Carolyn, as a manager, what do you have to be a manager, Carolyn? You can unmute yourself. Boop. Oh, there you go.
Now can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great, good. To become a manager, you need at least 4 people, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, with a silver or above.
And what do you have to be in your position?
That I have to have at least a gold.
There you go. So everyone, Carolyn defined a manager. You have to come in as a gold with a 499. You have to minimally develop 4 people, 2 on the left on the silver, 2 on the right on the silver and above. When you have done that, Carolyn, you are a manager, correct?
Yes.
Now, why do you think David did that first rank? Why do you think he split it up that way?
That way you're helping your people.
Correct. So what David is saying is that and then Carolyn, why do you think he did not give us a ranking bonus? When you hit a certain rank, why is there no ranking bonus attached to it?
Interesting. I'm presuming that he is wanting, he's not going to pay you for doing what you should do already, which is help your people advance. And actually, once those managers become managers, it makes it easier for you to be promoted to director.
You said it right there. He did not want you to, what'd you say? He did not want to pay you for something that you're already supposed to do. Number one. He forced you to split your legs. That's why the qualification is 2 left, 2 right, because it's a binary. So he's forcing you to build out and structure. Remember, it's all about structure in the beginning. Carolyn, he did not want to dangle you a carrot and force you to just do something in the beginning. That's the hardest thing. So to become a manager, everyone, is very hard. Because to be a manager, you have to learn how to do the 3-3-3 and the PPP, right, Carolyn? You have to physically talk to 10 people, 20 people maybe, to learn how to connect, enroll, get on a podcast, and do all these things together. And he's forcing you to learn how to build a team already. Now, Carolyn, what does it take to become a director now? A director.
You need to have a manager on your left and a manager on your right.
And how many active people do you have to have on each side?
Oh, at this point, yeah, well, you still only need, you've got to have 3. You got to have 3 silvers yourself on each side, and then 1 manager on the left and 1 manager on the right.
Did you have to move up from a gold or anything above?
No, you can actually, I mean, Stephen and I did, but you just need to be a gold forever for any of the promotions, which is a beautiful plan. It makes it reasonable for people.
So now everyone, did you hear that? Carolyn said you have to only stay at a gold and be at 110 PV auto ship. You now need to add 2 more silvers, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. So the perfect structure, everyone, is 3 left, 3 right to maximize now.
Mhm.
Now, Carolyn, you became a manager. You learned with your up team, your team support, you've learned how to become a manager. Now what David is saying, great. Now let's develop. We have to teach you how to develop a manager now. So when you can develop a manager on the left and a manager on the right, why did he force you to build 2 managers, 1 on each side? Why did he not say, give me 2 managers on one side?
Well, the exciting part is that you're helping everyone build and you're building volume. Obviously one side's going to be the 660 and one's going to be the 330, but it's powerful. Like one of our managers has already developed a manager, and that's so exciting to watch when you look at your group. And I tell you, I like these sheets you have. I use that as our guideline for our managers and how they're getting directors. And we have one that's already close to becoming a director.
So Carolyn, awesome. So everybody now, the reason in the deep psychology wise is, again, David is forcing you to develop now. Once you develop a manager on the left and a manager on the right, and you're a director and you're structured. Remember, my magic number is 6 and 2. 6 structured, active, and 2 developing. Can you do more than 6 and 2, everyone? Yes, you can, okay? But David is not requiring you. So the catch-22 is he's not dangling a carrot again for you to reach director, but he's teaching you how to structure. And now this is the bonus, everyone. To get to senior director now, Carolyn, what is the only requirement left for senior director now?
You have to develop 2 directors on either leg. They do not have to be on separate legs. They can be on the same leg if you wish.
Correct. And you have to do 10,000
volume
10,000 on a monthly 4-week basis. Now, everyone, this is the psychology behind it. You become a manager. You learn the skills to become a manager. You take your skills and you develop 2 managers. You take those skills, now you're structured. Now you take the structure and now you duplicate. And those 2 managers hopefully will develop into directors. Now you're in the middle of the way. You're a senior director. And the only difference from a senior director to an executive director to a presidential director to a senior presidential director is what, Carol? Lynn?
Well, you only have to be a gold and then have volume.
Everyone, I just trained you, Carolyn and I just trained you on the compensation plan. Now, I want you to understand the psychology of this. The hardest thing in any network marketing company in the beginning stages is always the skills and the structure. How do you maximize? The reason why I'm doing this kind of training with you is because I promise you, now once you learn this and you look at every other compensation plan in the industry from every other company that want to recruit you, you can now learn how to read behaviors. Do you understand? We only pay you 3 ways, right, Carolyn? If you do step 1, you will get rewarded for step 2. If you do step 2, you'll get rewarded for step 3. Other comp plans, you might have to go through step 1 through step 10 to even get to step 2. And then when you go higher in the ranks, they might want you to go into a higher package. They might want you to spend $1,000 on your auto ship. They might want you to develop more than 4, 6, or 8, or 10 other managers to reach a rank. Over here, we're only saying 2. So now, Carolyn, do you see how simple and how behaviors and how to appreciate a simple comp plan works?
Absolutely. And I have to give you credit too, Peter, because one of our first managers was local in our town here, Las Vegas. The other one was in Texas. So if it wasn't for your Zoom calls and the wonderful tools of the startx39now.com website, it would have made it not impossible. It would have been more difficult.
Wow. And I'm Carolyn, thank you for acknowledging that, because everyone, now you can understand that every system, every tool, every workout tool will build a muscle. And this is not just in Carolyn's area. It's our entire organization, right, Carolyn? It's our team in Houston, our teams in Florida, our teams in Arizona, Idaho, Alaska, Mexico, Canada, Taiwan. Heck, we're talking to Stephen about Vietnam today, okay? So there are It's a moving train, everyone. But I want you all to understand, when we talk about ranks, and again, everyone, I don't even know the numbers, but I know today, last week, we had 52 executives, presidentials, and senior presidential directors. Today, I think we have 57. So we added another 5 into the list. And Carolyn and Stephen, I already expect them to be walking on stage in October. So they will probably be part of the number 75 club, because I'm pushing and I'm working with each one of you for the next 90 days. I really, really want everyone to reach their peak, get to where you need to be, because every manager that gets developed from the bottom up, and everything, always remember, it's the bottom up. Whatever managers develop from the bottom up will push a director. Whatever director is developed will push a senior director. Whatever senior director developed will help an executive, PD, and SPD with volume. So what David said is, work hard in the beginning, but enjoy the simplicity with volume in the end. That is the beauty of our comp plan. And I'm going to go deep into this every single week. But today we talked about how to evolve your build. We talked about your brain, your body, your business. We talked about, again, how to refreshing your peaking interest, your pre-qualifying, and now we touch base on all the rank advancements. Okay, so I hope everybody learned something today. That was a good call. Okay, Debbie, do you want to add something really quick?
I forgot to tell you the best part. One of my signups is from the UK.
Ooh, UK is in the house. Debbie, you have an international business now moving forward. Big kudos to you. That's a big jump today from last week. So everyone,
Peter,
yes.
Peter,
Yes.
Peter, this is Jan Weishar.
Hi, Jan.
I'm up here. I'd like to just quickly share something that happened last night. I'm from Eric's team, and last night I had an 85-year-old gentleman at the table with my, it's making my heart beat fast to think about this, with one of my personals, and I just became a manager. So last week. So anyway, he was here, and my personal had gone exactly through the steps without spilling the beans, and we got Eric on the phone. So we were there together, I mean on the Zoom, and Eric walked this gentleman all the way through his package and got him started, and we closed the laptop down, and he turned to me. His name is Rod Rodemaker. Rod turned to me, this 85-year-old gentleman, and he said, Jan, I have spent my entire professional life as a networking teacher. And he said, this team is doing something beautifully. He said, not Wayne, the man who was bringing him as a prospect, not you, his upline, nor Eric, my upline, said one word about building business. You cared about me as a person. And he said, had you thrown business at me when you were sharing the, the patches, he said, I would have closed my little cuaderno, what do you call it, notebook, and gone home. He said, this company knows how to market properly. So I wanted to say, thank you so much, Peter. Thank you, Marcy. Thank you, Jan. Thank you, all of the people that are teaching us. Thank you, Carolyn, for answering my questions along the way. And it's marvelous what you have accomplished with evolve. I am just eternally grateful.
Well, Jan, I got to hear your testimonial, everyone. If you have not heard of Jan's testimonial, take out your tissues. But for you to be here, Jan, and just share this through the wealth building side now, because you're coming back, you're stronger today more than ever, and you're just learning this simple process through you. And to be able to hear your uplines, everybody on the same leg, be on the same page, and for that brand new person to feel it, hear it with the heartbeat of Team Evolve. And this is not the whole company's training, it's just Team Evolve, okay? Everyone, we're special, okay? So just know this is why we do, and this is why we always have to stay on the same page and share this message throughout the whole, not only company, Jan, but the whole industry has to hear this, okay? This has to revolutionize everyone. So what a way to end the call, Jan. Thank you so much for sharing. And everybody, I love you. Tonight, we have our wealth call. Get ready. And we're doing a call on Monday, but we're off on Tuesday for 4th of July, okay, everyone? So just enjoy. We're gonna have our training this Saturday as always, but then have your fun week this week, okay? Go hang out, meet new people, enjoy your barbecue. And again, thank you, Jan, for sharing that. That's just the best way to end this call. Love you all, everyone, and see you later. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Rob. See you later.
Thanks, Peter.
Love you, Peter.
Bye, everybody.
Peter.
Aloha.
Peter.